With the officer now, he's got quite a nasty laceration to his left eyebrow. It's bleeding all down his face, and his nose, I'm not sure if his nose is broken at the moment, and he's got a black right eye. So just heading to the hospital now.
The attack on that day, I do believe it could have been anyone. I don't believe that it was me. I think any officer who had gone and tried to stop him on that day would have been subjected to the same sort of violence, because I do believe that was the frame of mind in which he was in, that nobody was going to stop him, and if they tried, then he was going to do his very best to get away from that situation.
Show me your hand. You do?
No, I don't. Why? Because you said mad, didn't you?
Stay by here.
No, mate.
3-1, I'm with Richard now.
Wait, don't touch me. Show me.
Just stay there. Show me.
Touch me.
Richard, show me your hands.
Touch me, mate.
The whole time he had his hands behind his back, so I hadn't seen his hands at this point, and I was just quite wary as if he had anything in them. So I asked him to show me his hands. That's all I'm asking you to do, is just show me your hands, nothing else. Again, he refused. I then stated to him that I had spray, and that any sudden movements or anything, then I might have to use that. And that's when he got irate, and he come forward towards me. I just put my hand up and just said, just remain back. And that's when the first punch came. All of a sudden, I just felt an almighty bang in the side of my head. So I assumed that that's where he had kicked me. And that's when my head kind of spun and everything just went completely dizzy and I couldn't see properly. So that's when I knew that it was serious at this point. And that night was really weird because I was afraid to go to sleep. I was afraid to go to sleep just in case I didn't wake up. When you come into the police, there's always a stigma that sometimes you've got to just put up with what you deal with. However, nobody goes to work to be assaulted in that sort of way, especially when they're just trying to help someone or sort something out or just making sure that they're doing the job they need to do. And I think it comes too easy sometimes for people to think that they can assault a police officer and get away with it. And I truly believe that that is being sorted now and stopped, because it's not okay for that to happen. And you've got to realise that people have got families just like they have, and why do they feel it's okay for them to do that sort of behaviour on a police officer and not think about the consequences of what they're doing?
Nate, take some time. Take some time.
It's all right. Just breathe. It's all right. You're fine, okay? We'll just take you to hospital.
Nathan woke up that morning to go out and help people. He woke up that morning to go out and do positive things within his community. And what ended up happening to him was he was subjected to an unprovoked frenzied attack by an individual who hospitalised him. It could have been worse. And luckily members of the public were nearby at the time to assist him and quickly get him medical aid, which we were really, really appreciative of. And it was great to see our community pull together to help Nathan at that time. But what I will say is neither Nathan or any of my officers ever deserve to be attacked when they're going about their duties. The actions of the officer on the day were proportionate. He was polite. He approached Attwell in a very reasonable manner and asked him to show his hands. That's all he asked him to undertake, because Attwell was suspected of an offence. What he went on to do was an unprovoked, frenzied attack. This man deserves to have the full weight of the law and the criminal justice system thrown at him, because if he goes about undertaking that sort of action towards police officers, and police officers, remember, have got that responsibility to keep people safe on a daily basis. You know, that type of individual stops people from thinking about joining the police. And if we didn't have police officers coming forward and volunteering as members of the public, remembering that these are sons, daughters, fathers, mothers, sisters, brothers of our community, they are people who live in our community. If they're deterred from joining our organisation, then they can't keep our community safe. When I found out about the assault, I wanted to go and see Nathan. But I was really, really touched by the positivity of his attitude. He was absolutely still enthusiastic to be a police officer, really, really intent on helping members of the public. This was not going to stop him from having a really long, successful career in policing, and I thought his attitude was absolutely admirable.
I love my job as a police officer, absolutely love it. So when people would say to me, are you going to go back? Of course I am. Of course I am. And they would always say to me, how do you feel? How would you feel? And I always just respond with, how do I know until I've done it?